Hi again. So I just got myself done up a bit, because I felt insecure. um, yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm not even sure how I identify, really. Um, I guess as a person of sorts. um, I mean, I estrogenically transitioned from late 2016 onward, and that's been good for me. Um, I don't mean to, yikes, I don't mean to sound pretentious, I guess. But, you know, I don't like to, mm, wait, yeah, I like that. All right. I mean, a lot of it's honestly because of dysphoria itself. I'm not sure how I identify. I have dysphoria over the depth that my voice can go and its variability of pitch as well as tone. I have dysphoria over my jawline, which is not as prominent when I was a child, or at 15. Really reached peak prominence probably around 18 to 20, as is the case for many men, because a defined jawline is a trait of masculinization. I have insecurity over my breast growth because it's been variable, and because of the size of my rib cage, my breasts are visible but not as prominent as they would be were not for that. The weird thing is that I get a lot of compliments over my looks, but I often feel very insecure about my looks. And I often feel insecure so much so that if I were to mention being trans, I feel like it would take away from my looks. But that might not even be the case, actually, because it could emphasize just how much a transition can do for someone. Um, yeah, no, I don't look bad. Or sound bad. I don't know why I was so insecure. I guess I've had a lot of people tell me that I'm a baritone or a bass baritone, or sometimes, my mom once said that I don't have a feminine bone in my body. That was a while ago, though. It was not the best time of my life. I couldn't blame her fully for that. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know who I was then. The thing with masculinization is I couldn't tell you fully who I was. I mean, the thing with masculinization is that it shades you away. It totally fills everything up and represses you unless you're male. If you're male, then it amplifies the traits of fullness that you're supposed to have. But as a woman, it just masks everything. Your voice becomes shelled. Your frame becomes this large, thickened thing. You get taller. Your everything hardens. And the upper body becomes larger than the lower body. It's very startling, and you can lose yourself in that. Trans men, they tend to live in a state of suspended masculinity until they transition, where it's just they live in this pseudo-female way, which probably to them feels like, I guess I am using slight scientific assumption here, but it probably feels like to them like they're just stuck in boyhood and are just weirdly sexualized. It probably feels like that because a woman's body is more similar to a child than a man's body is, bar, I guess, breast growth. Anyway, yeah, I get very insecure. I get very insecure about my looks, my frame, my voice. My musicianship is a consequence of how much my voice fell. And it was like probably an octave or more below this when I began to transition. You can find footage of me with my old voice on the Nika Soto channel that I put up years back. Look up Nika Soto on YouTube and you'll find me. But yeah, I've put a lot of work into that, I guess, because I was very insecure. I was told I was a bass in choir. I was told by many that they like my deep voice and the cavernousness it has, and that it's a baritone, bass baritone voice. They really liked that. I felt like I wasn't allowed to sing high. Like I wasn't supposed to sing high because like if I did, it would come out like some sort of like grinding kazoo or something. You know, the stuff like that. Which I still have on some level of my voice, actually. If you hear myself go up, it's like, it feels like I'm, you know, sort of choking for it. But at the same time, if I stay down, it sounds like I'm kind of choking on that too. So there's some sort of maladaptiveness I've learned from that, I think. Anyway, this is me. I guess I now have informed you that I am trans female.